Hey there, everybody. I hope all of you are having a great day today. It is Friday. I've got 3 Traveler's Notebooks to put into the shop today. I wanted to take you through these. I've just listed a couple big mama journals, but you know, a lot of times we want to start small, right? And we want to build our journal skills, and we want to build our relationship with a journal, and you know, you really actually, honest to goodness, do have a relationship with a journal. I recently sold a book to a sweet lady, and she said, I love the way this feels. And I think there's something to that, you know, that our gravity, our point of embracing something that we purchase, and it becomes a part of us, actually. So this is a Traveler's Notebook journal. This does have a rounded spine. It's got 2 signatures in it with 4 pockets. Lots of lovely beadwork here. I think this fabric is awesome. This is the fabric that is on my personal flow journal that I just love so much. So let's take a look, you guys. Now, generally what I do is put a book plate right here, but this was way too pretty to cover up. As you can tell, it is the cover of a paper pad, you know, that I just repurposed. Now, remember, this month is all about repurposing, restructuring, reimagining the papers and the materials that I have on hand. And I have been very, very dedicated to using what I have to create with. Now, you know, that's magazines that I have, travel brochures, maps, vintage papers, vintage images, vintage photographs. I really try to make these journals engaging and interesting, you know, and even fun to read, and something that you may even discover in the reading that you didn't know before. This is a sweet little piece about astro navigation. I thought it matched really well with the star cardstock that I have right here, and I really kind of like the way all the blues kind of work together right there as well. So we have vintage maps. Like I said, 2 signatures, 4 pockets full of creative fodder for you. We have these, I'm really into the slow sewing movement, so I've done a lot of slow sewing here. You know, not machine sewing, because that's kind of a different thing, though I do kind of feel like I might have some machine sewing in here. Not sure, not sure. This is a small creative cluster, so you can work with this just as is, or you can combine it with other clusters in the book. These books do have 4 clusters in them. So just a curated way for you to maybe get a jump start on some art. A bit of a fabric piece for you. Again, you know, just a cluster, a curated cluster for you to pull out and immediately start working with. We have vintage cards in here. These were so fun. I bought these at my churchyard sale, not my church, but at a churchyard sale. Of course, it has pieces in it that I have made. This says Rituals at the Full Moon. And my handmade bookmarks, which are a lot of fun. We have chippies for you. That one says Home, and it has footprints on it. I've really enjoyed doing these tags too, you guys. Those have been a lot of fun to do. This is the Jackson Plantation in Shriver, Louisiana. A few little envelopes. You know, no, you can never discount an envelope. There's always something you can do with an envelope. They're a lot of fun to play around with. We've got a Ham's the Hand right here for you. Again, featuring the slow sewing and hand painted as well. Pretty papers. A chippy that says everything. Some garden imagery here. I'm getting ready to go outside and kind of coffee pairs nicely with silence. This is just a small creative cluster. It has a little bit of coffee ephemera right here. Isn't that a pretty piece right there? Oh, that's so gorgeous. Seashells. Getting ready to go out in the garden and see if I can just kind of start scoping things out for next year, because if I I get in this weird funky state this time of year as I realize that it's been really cold and it's not even winter yet. But today it's like 60 degrees and it's like, yay! I'm liking that. Another traveler's notebook for you guys. This one has cacti and succulents on it. Look at that. I think that's so pretty. The colors on this, the teal, the green, on this kind of grayish background is really sweet. And of course, we've got a nice little bead spawn for you right there. Beaded spawns are just fun. A bamboo closure right here. We start out with astro navigation. And it just paired well with the star imagery here, the cards that I did, the painted cards with the molding paste on them. It just kind of all went together, as well as the word launched. What did you launch this year? Did you launch a new business? Did you launch a new enterprise? Did you launch a new attitude? That was kind of necessary for 2020, wasn't it? I launched a challenge to myself about the 1st of December to just use what I had on hand to create with. So that was kind of like my launch, my little launch space right there, my launch pad. I love these papers. They're from 1850 with a agricultural report to Congress. I just think it's very intriguing. Old maps. A little cluster right here for you to reimagine. That's something we've done this year as well. We've reimagined things. Our governor has kind of done a, I'm in Richmond, Virginia, a stay-at-home order from midnight to 5 a.m. As my mama always told me, nothing good happens after midnight, so you better be home. So there you go. Which makes me wonder, does the COVID only come out at night? Which is, I don't quite understand that. I worked black and white here. So we got black and white panda, black and white, black and white, black and white. That was fun to put together. These make awesome gifts, you guys. 25 bucks. A handmade, USA made, woman-owned small business. Support as many as you can. You know, if you don't support me, support somebody else. Support another small business. A yawn is a silent cry for coffee, and we have some coffee ephemera over here. I'm kind of hung up on my coffee. I was reading about mushroom coffee. You know, mushrooms are adaptogens. And so there's all kinds of like mushroom coffee. And the narrator of one of the infomercials I was watching was like, you know, we're all addicted to the bean juice. And I was like, the bean juice? And I liked it. I thought that was funny. Yes, my name is Tammy and I am addicted to bean juice. Have a this is our crazy quilt fabric, y'all. Sweet little bead spawn. It does feature a couple of heart-shaped beads. You know, I think about quilts and I think about the time, energy, and effort it takes to make a quilt. And you know, I guess, you know, in some parts of the country there are still like ladies who get together quilting bees, and and make quilts, but I guess not now because people aren't really hanging out together much. I really love the way these two images work together. As you guys know, I'm doing a lot of just freestyle painting right now. Very fun. I like the bicycles here. I love the word soar, and I like the way it's paired with lots of really fun imagery to work with. Live, create, tell the story. Love that owl. More slow sewing here. Really enjoying that. A day without coffee is like, just kidding, I have no idea. That's me. It's the first thing I want is that coffee in the morning. I love this because it, you know, it shows a piece in motion, a work in progress. Into like a little envelope here, and pocket here. I'm sorry I'm not talking a lot. I forgot and left my glass of water downstairs, so I'm going to get croaky really quick. Look at that sweet little kitty. Another sweet little kitty. A cluster here for you to create with. The Astro Navigation vintage piece sure did go really nicely with this beautiful star-speckled sky. Map. I love using vintage maps. I think they're so interesting. This is about the Louisiana Purchase. Love shells. Man, it's been just too long. Too long since I've seen the ocean and picked up shells and felt the rhythm of the waves. Sure do miss it. And hem's a hand here with slow sewing. $25. This is a 5x7 journal. It's $8.40 to mail to you. I'm going to slip this right in here. She didn't have a spot a while ago. There we go. All right, my friends, I am going to get these in the shop. My last mailing day is Tuesday the 15th. So anything that I get by noon and any orders by noon on Monday the 14th will be shipped out on the 15th. That is my last shipping day for this year. I'll continue to make journals and list them in the shops and sell them, but we won't be mailing anything until January. Thanks for hanging out with me, y'all. Have a great Friday. See you soon. Bye.